When we talk about Snipe, what's the first thing you think about? Headshot? High damage? Yeah, basically just like that. Because of that, you don't really see people use Snipe in the mission that really needs to take out crowds of enemies a lot of the time. Instead, in most scenarios, they will be used in the high damage uses, especially like the island hunts or those stealth high damage missions. You don't really see people use that often. But Sporothrix had a new niche here, especially with the new mods released from the Nightwave. Oh boy, can you believe that Snipe can also do crowd damage? This is the weapon that can do it. So, without further ado, let's hop right into it. When you take a look at Sporothrix, you might think that is it just only another Snipe? But turns out this Snipe has a very unique niche. Rather than focus on the crit damage, it more focused on the status chance, which is somehow very unique as a Snipe because we know that Snipe really need to focus on dealing heavy damage. But this time around, Sporothrix do the exactly opposite, where it will not do damage. Instead, trying to proc the fire status, especially letting the slash damage to do the damage. This is what makes Sporothrix very interesting. Oh, and did you remember the mod that I mentioned about from the Nightwave? That's right, Volatile variant is a unique mod for Sporothrix, where the shot not just only have extra construct, but it will also let the bar explode instantly rather than you need to wait for it. And it's not just only like that, it will also have the increased radius and status chance, which makes it very easy and very useful to proc enemies with the status proc. This is also one of the reasons why Sporothrix really need to more focus on the status damage instead of the headshot damage, where most Snipe cannot do this. With all of this, what will our Sporothrix build will be looks like? Rather than the usual Snipe headshot build that more focused on the headshot damage, because Sporothrix has a high status chance, especially with the new mods we had here, we need to make good use of the status chance there. This also means that rather than just running one galvanized chamber, we'll be also running an extra galvanized aptitude. Not just only the extra status chance, but we also need this extra damage from each status proc it has. And this also means that we'll be running primary Resolute instead of Deadhead, because slash damage, you know that. We'll be running Prime Bane because, of course, this will double dips the slash damage, and also we will be trying to increase the slash damage and the value with Fang Fusillade. Since this is the only highest slash mod we can use, there's no extra status chance mod for primary weapons, so this is the mod that we can go for now. And of course, we'll be running Prime Firestorm for the extra explosion range, Volatile variant, very obvious, and of course with the hammer shot because this is the only mod that has the highest status chance aside from the one we have right now. And the last mod we'll be using here is Radiator Reload because there's nothing really much I can go for right now. Yes, extra damage will be good, but this is for quality of life. Not to mention that I have a little short on format, so you can just run anything you wanted to. And of course, if you want to get the maximum benefit from the extra explosion damage and range there, aside from relying on its stun, you can also use some Warframe abilities such as Khora and Snare to try to clump out enemies together because that will make it much easier to do the explosion, proccing, and the extra damage. But basically, this is all what Sporothrix can offer for us with the new mod. I really think that how this mod really makes Sporothrix really good right now because in the early day, you don't really see a Snipe use that often. Not to mention that despite it is a status Snipe, which is somehow very unique, without too much of the quality of lives here, you don't really manage to use this weapon that often. And with this new mods here, I don't think that I can think about anything much more unique right now. Except some other weapons like the Incarnate weapons. I don't know, maybe you have an Incarnate Snipe? Hey, that will be a good idea. What do you think about it? If this is your first time watching, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss out any newest contents from me. Why not leave your comments down below if you got any ideas or thoughts you want to share with all of us. And that's it from me, and as always, I will see you all next time. Bye bye!